What's good, YouTube? In this video, we're going to talk about key bindings and all the ones that I run, because I feel like they're laid out in a way that's pretty simple to learn. The problem with WoW is you have to teach yourself how to handle so many buttons. Everyone knows what I'm talking about with the hand-eye connection. So we're going to cover them, and it might give you some ideas of things you could use if you're having trouble running out of buttons, or if you're clunky. If you enter into an arena and you're not 100% smooth like you should be, you see someone casting and you kind of hesitate, what's focus kick again? It should help you out to do with things like that. But otherwise, if your bindings are pinpoint perfect and you just want to see what I do, well, you can watch it for that reason too. So first of all my attacks, the things that I'm going to hit most of the time, I like to have bound to my Naga, or in this case, Corsair Scimitar. I really like this mouse. So they're normally going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Things like that. So normally those first 5 or 6. In this case, I've Moonfire as a Naga 6, I'll call it, because it says N6. It's Naga 6, alright, even though it's not a Naga. So that's what it'll be, my binding. So we'll run over to the training dummies. My Shreds, Naga 2. My Rake, Naga 3. Ferocious Bite, Naga 4. Got stuck on a tree. Don't know how I did that. Rip, Naga 5. In this case, I've got Brutal Slash on just for the moment. Otherwise, I have it as Thrash, Naga 7 back here, because I don't really hit it as much. And then Naga 6 is Moonfire, okay? Then we move on to my abilities that you don't use as frequent, but you still want to be able to hit fairly quickly, okay? So I normally have these as Shift and my Naga buttons. The same ones that I use for my basic attack. So, for instincts, nice one. We have Survival Instincts as Shift Naga 1. Shift Naga 2 is Regrowth. Shift Naga 3 is a macro I have right now. That's normally something else, I can't remember. Shift Naga 4 is Entangling Roots. And Shift Naga 7, because Shift Naga 5 never works. I don't know why. I can never set it up properly. And with Nagas anyway. I think it came with the Corsair program, but I just never taught myself how to use it or bothered to bind it. But yeah, Shift Naga 7 is Burst. As you can see, I lay them out in a pattern, okay? So this side here, even though you can't see my mouse pointer, you'll be able to see what I'm hovering over. So the front left corner is all Naga 1 buttons through. Then next to that is Shift Naga 1 buttons and through. And the next line, we go into the other bindings, such as W, wheel up, wheel down, shift wheel up, shift wheel down. The C buttons, that's pretty much in the middle, is just whatever goes. And then down the bottom, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my keyboard. Now I don't use, like a lot of people use Shift keyboard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a lot for me to be able to stretch over. But what I like to do mostly is run everything off my Naga. I think for a lot of old school players that never really had the mouse with the heaps of buttons on the side, taught themselves how to use all the keyboard bindings. But yeah, I just don't like stretching. I feel like it's a little bit clunky for me. I would rather use Shift keys all the way through, normal keys all the way through, and also just recently, because Feral, there's a lot of buttons. As you can see, my Swiftman up here, it's Control 7 and Control buttons through there. Control Naga 4 is my rejuve, things like that, just for my healing. I like I said, to have everything grouped together. So pretty much the whole idea with what you want to bind is the stuff that you need to use ASAP. In certain situations, you want close to your hand as it is. You don't want to have to take your hand off and hit L key to use Survival Instincts, because you might have to hit that ASAP. So Shift Naga 1 is really quick for me to hit, and that's pretty much how I do it. Also, Tiger's Fury, I just have as Q. On my Rogue, I have Q as SAP right next to my key, as it is next to SW and things like that. I just tap it, bang. So that's pretty much the rundown. Now, I don't have, if you've noticed, macros for selecting the enemy or my teammates. That's because I do it under key bindings here. For movement keys, I only have strafe left and strafe right as S and D. I don't have a forwards pedal. because I just use the 2 buttons to move like that. And then if you want to run sideways, you hold in shift key, as well as, you can't do it because this is up. If I hold shift key, I run directly sideways, right? But if I want to run an angle, you hold the 2 in. So I just do it with a matter of, changing buttons around like this, and that's how I move. I can just run without having to hold any of them. No forwards pedal and no backwards pedal. Moving on back to the key bindings. My targeting. This is the other thing I want to talk about. It's pretty much going to wrap the video up. Pretty quick one. And hopefully I gave you some ideas with what keys you could implement into your gameplay. But to target myself, I got Shift E. Party 1's Shift R. Party 2's Shift F. Now, like I said, I like to keep things in groups. So targeting the other enemy, as you see when Gladius comes up, if everyone's used Gladius before, it says party 1 or target 1, 2, 3 in order. So I have, scroll down a bit, target arena enemy 1 is E, 2 is R, and 3 is F, just like it is for my team, but just take away the shift key, because I want to be able to target the other team pretty quick to land CC, more so than I would trying to land heals on my teammates and things like that. Although still pretty quick, all I gotta do is hit shift, really smooth. I never have any issues with being clunky with changing targets and things like that. And that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. So a couple things to take away. You want buttons close by or quickly that you can hit, that you need to use quickly. And buttons that you use all the time, just real simple, just one press of a button. You don't want your rake, something that you hit all the time, to be like control 8 or something dumb that you have to really struggle to hit all the time. You just want smoothness. That is the key to World of Warcraft. Teach your body how to hit the buttons. Just like kick is wheel down, focus kick is shift wheel down. Actually, I forgot to mention my set focus is shift A. Okay, so something that's kind of clunky to hit, but it's still simple enough that I can see this guy. Okay, shift focus, and then I don't have to hit it once unless he goes into stealth and things like that. Otherwise, it'll be focused the whole game. And then I just shift buttons to hit him, shift wheel down. So that's gonna wrap this video up, guys. Thanks heaps. Hopefully I helped you in some way. It's a bit of a random video. I thought I just might bring it out anyway. And with that said, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.